think you can beat me in soybeans? Forget about it.
We do have 2 tropical storms or hurricanes coming in the Gulf. May get a lot of wind, a lot of rain, so who knows what's going to happen.
You know, I'm a 6th generation farmer. Can I keep expanding? What can I do? What am I not doing right?
I'm confirmed 6th generation farmer. It's stretched pretty thin right now. It's just that time of year.
It's not gonna be hard to beat Weaver. He's not even in my realm of thoughts. Like, pick out the worst plant. That should be how Weaver's crap looks. I'm Temple Rhodes. I'm from Chestnut Manor Farms here in Centerville, Maryland. I won't feel good until July 15th, when all the wheat's out of the field, all the beans are planted, all the beans are up. After that, I'll feel good. It's the relationship that you have that carries you the longest way. We're just gonna pray to God and hope that He sends us a bunch of rain. We're gonna leave here. We're gonna take my service truck, one of the service trucks. We're gonna go check a cornfield. I wanna make sure that I don't need to replant anywhere down here before I leave. I'll take a population check. We'll look at the corn health, and then we're gonna leave here, and then we'll go to my shop. This is all dry land production. As you can see, we need a rain here. It's pretty dry down here. This is only our 3rd year on this farm. There's a new one that we picked up. We've had some trouble with it. We'll go out here, we'll take some population checks, look at the overall health of the plant. We'll see where we're at. They'll pull another tissue sample this week. We'll see what we're lacking, and then maybe we can fix that problem when we make our first pass over it. Got 32, so I'm really missing only 1 spot here, and I don't know what happened to it. We'll see if it's even in here. It's not even in here. So it's a true skip. All in all, it's a good stand. My singulation could have been a little bit better. It looks like I got a skip there, but it seems like these two are just a little bit too close together. So I don't know how deep these roots are yet. I haven't really dug them up. Don't have a shovel. This is all I got today. My dad stole the shovel out of the back of my truck because he was digging up some of his corn. Everything he found, the roots are, 5 inches deep or so. I don't know how deep these are, but we'll see about how deep they are, see if I can get them up. Yeah, I'm not into Corn Warriors. I'm looking at corn plants. I'm a bean guy right now. Our yield goal on this ground is like 200 bushel. So I got 32,000 plants per acre. I want it to be 32.5 to 33. Could it be a little bit better? Yeah. All in all, most of ours is pretty good. I don't try to push dry land like others do. We have a lot of irrigated acres, so we spend a lot of our concentration on, precisely managing our irrigated acres, not maybe as much this. And we can go look at them, and we'll have plenty of time throughout the summer. We'll go look at all of our cornfields as well. So I made a lot of changes to my corn planter. I've always had bulk fill, and I actually went down inside my bulk fill and I made a compartment, and I separated my bulk fill. Instead of being 2, I separated it into 4 compartments. And that way I can plant 4 different varieties, and we changed our direction from east to west one year. I had this idea that, sunlight exposure was holding us back. I was driving to east and thinking about this, and there was a solar panel project going up. So I stopped in there, and I talked to the guy. So I got one question for you. I need to know what it is. How do you get the most efficiency on your solar panel? So he told me. So my idea is to split my planter up, plant 4 different varieties, and plant a real short, and then a medium short, and then a medium tall, then a tall, and then actually make like a solar panel, point it due south. Would give you the right angle, right? So I tried it, because it was killing me. I had to try it. So I made this thing, put it in my planter, tried it. First year, I called my dad and I was like, you literally need to come drive this combine because I've never picked corn like this. And it was huge. It was like 40 bushel, more than what we were already doing. So we did it, we recorded it. I did it with another company, Willard Agri-Service. They helped me with the data on it. Dad came and picked it on the rest of the corn after we were done the plot. He was like, I never seen nothing like it. I want you to change my farm to east to west. So for a few years we did that, but it became really hard to do that. So we kept the direction east and west. We went back to planting 2 varieties. I just want to spend the day learning something. If you pay attention, we might learn just a little bit more.
Revitec is a brand new product from BASF. We're really excited for that.
Revitec is going to be able to help growers stretch yields more than they have in the past.
The number one name of the game should be reducing stress. You reduce stress, you increase yield.
I'm excited about Revitec. We use it on every acre.
We're looking at upwards of 60 days control.
It's going to take great farmers and just propel them so much further than we've ever been before.
Soybeans been a rough year. I'm losing track of days. Now it's June 3rd today. We still got about 800 acres left to plant. 500 of that being conventional ground, 300 of that being no-till. So hopefully we can knock that out in about a day's worth of time. We got a lot of traveling to do for those 800 acres. But once again, June 3rd, we'd like to have our soybeans in the ground by March or April. Mother Nature did not grant us that opportunity. So we farm 8,000 acres total. Normally we try to be on a 50-50 rotation. So 4,000 corn, 4,000 beans. The way things shaped up this year, just trying to change the rotation of some acreage. We're actually light soybeans. We only have 2,800 acres of soybeans this year. We don't have the opportunity to grow too many other crops. We're set up very well for soybeans. We used to do wheat. The money in the wheat has just kind of gone away. It's just too much to handle, spraying and trying to take care of the corn and beans, and also try to do wheat, double crop the beans back in. Sorghum, there's no sorghum market around here for us. Cotton, we're too far north, they say, to grow cotton, so I guess we gotta save that for the boys down south. Other than that, there's just not too many specialty crops that you see around in this area. One of the main reasons we sit on a lot of limestone, we don't have irrigation. So some of those crops that would need to have irrigation, we don't have. Ohio's one of those states where we have all 4 seasons in 4 days. We did have some maple beans in the ground, but not as much as I like to have. We only had about 350 acres of beans in the ground by the end of April. First week of May, we ended up knocking in another 600 acres. We ended up there towards the end of May. We did another 1,000 acres. So we're getting closer, but it's going to be a hard year to really knock soybeans out of the park this year. Mother Nature has really hurt us. Soybeans are just a ride by sunlight. Summer solstice is getting ready to happen on June 21st. I really like seeing beans to already be flowering by first week of June, and that's already here. So we're already behind the 8 ball. I feel like we're already pulling yield off the top end here. We've got a long way to go on the soybean side of things though for this year. So here, the field that we're planting now, we will variable rate our soybeans. Typically we'll go anywhere between 70 to 80,000 range to as high as a 120 to 130 range. The hybrids of the soybeans have changed so much over the years. Before, it wasn't too long ago that we was planting 180 to 200,000. There's still a lot of farmers out there that's planting that. And I understand their concern, because for the longest time, you look at a bean field that is 80,000 stand out there, it looks like crap. Your mindset is just telling you this is not enough, it's not gonna work, it looks like crap, I'm seeing too much dirt, I'm gonna have too much weed pressure. But you come back around that R3 stage and you look at them and they're just huge. They look like bushes. They're just branched everywhere. It's just such a big bushy plant, a bunch of pods on them, a bunch of flowers. That's what we want to be able to see out there. Now yes, early, weed control is very important because you don't have that ground coverage. So we try to play with that, and that's why we go up on higher population. So if you overcrowd a bean, it will not bush out anymore. It'll be what I call a straight line bean, just a single line. There's still so much to learn on beans. Beans is your red-headed stepchild is what we call it. Corn's very flashy and glamorous. Everybody wants to talk about corn, great ideas for corn. Beans, you know, it's a throwaway crop is what a lot of people call them. Just plant them in the ground, forget them.
Cory owns a crop consulting company called Advanced Yield, and we've been working with Cory for 2 years now.
Advanced Yield's a lot more catered to customer-specific needs, not just everything-fits-all program.
Cory is very competitive. He likes to look outside the box.
If you're willing to go outside your comfort zone, there's different things that he'll suggest, but they'll work for you. I'd say go for it.
That was my youngest daughter. She's registering her cows for the county fair. She's actually on top of things. She made most of the breeding decisions on a lot of the show cows this year. She helps me pick out the embryos she wants to put in and what cows. She's actually very good. The boys, they have their input as well. They just don't love it as much as she does. She really, really loves it. My next to oldest son, Alexander, he does a lot of it. He does a lot of the day-to-day work, and he's into it. She just lives it, you know? That's what she does. Like, we're a farm family. I looked it up the other day. Asked one of my sisters. We're actually 9th generation, so my kid will be actually 10th generation in farming. So we've always had something to do with agriculture. So if this is her niche, that's what she wants to do, I'm happy for her. My mother, she'll cook lunches for us, and then every evening, without missing any, my wife, even though she's full-time pharmaceuticals, she will have dinner. She'll bring dinner to the field to all those guys every day. Every day. You can't expect somebody to work 10, 11 o'clock when they're hungry at 5, you know what I mean? Like, well, you don't have to worry about that. We didn't get our size by not eating, I can tell you. You get something to eat at 6 o'clock at night, a hot meal, you can keep going for hours. I went to college. I was studying agriculture, you know, but I wasn't sure. Dad went through tough times in the 80s, but after going to college at University of Maryland, College Park, I realized, like, how great a life this really was, and like, okay, this is what I want to do. Every field for me is a research plot. Like, it's how I treat it. I do something different everywhere we go. We see what works. I want to get more into doing test plots and stuff for fertilizer, micronutrients, that kind of thing. And we do our own on farm research, but I feel like we have to. Like, we're right here alongside the bay. I mean, this farm that we're on sits right on the Chop Tank River, and it's not that far from the Chop Tank drop down here to the inlet right onto the bay. This thing's driving me crazy. Let me jump out. 15 and 19. Barely shake those little tubes, and you can feel the seed flow right through them. They get stopped up all the time. It doesn't, with naked seed, it's not bad. With corn, it's fine. With treated beans, it gives me trouble all the time. Doesn't matter how much little talc or how much, if you put too much talc. I think it's more of a humidity problem that we have out here.
There was pretty much three barns here. He had fairing crates, that was the nursery. So, and this is when I first met Temple. So he had like hundreds of pigs here, the whole operation, lots of different barns. And then he got rid of the pigs and then converted it. For 25 years, we raised labs, champion labs. And then now it's a show barn. So the kids are into the show cattle and sheep. And they've converted the inside to, they've got their wash rack in there. They've got basically the nursery, so when the babies come, they'll have the moms and the babies in there for the first week just to make sure they're adjusted, and then they'll let them out into the pasture. This was a tobacco plantation back in the, I guess, late 1800s, early 1900s, so. A lot of history in this area. It's neat. It's been an evolution. It's been a long time putting all this together, for sure. It's a fun place to have kids. Raise your kids, for sure.
We got washouts bad around here. All this cover crop didn't really, didn't save that ditch. But anyway, about the kids, so Alexander, he'll be the first one, he's 18. He's going to University of Maryland to study agriculture. When he gets done, he'll be the one that kind of takes over after that. And then Temple, he's 13. He's been running combine since he was 6 by himself. We can't do anything without our family. I got together with them. We've got a pop-up blend, and there's some special stuff in it, and I made it specifically for this.
With Monty's, we have trusted advisors, and we get that relationship.
Working with Temple on this field of beans, we've got a very good root development. I mean, that's awesome looking.
Monty's carbon, I wouldn't farm if I couldn't use that.
Back, we really started concentrating on how can we break that 100 bushel mark. You know, how high can we go? I truly think it's just a matter of time. Could be this year. Somebody's going to break the 200 bushel soybean mark. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen with populations that I think people's jaws are going to drop at. Credit to the technology that we have. These bean plants, I keep saying, they're like bushes. When they're stalling out our cutter bars, you know, and the stem's bigger than my thumb. I love it. Really became a fan of soybeans. It's a challenge. It's a challenge that I love. Every year I want to keep pushing the bar higher for myself. My goal on soybeans is to break the 150 bushel mark. It's a goal of mine, but I'm still learning. There's not too many people out here that's trying to go after 150 plus bushel soybeans. You can find people to talk about with corn, but you start talking 150 bushel beans, it gets pretty quiet out there. Go ahead, Matt. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know where all the vehicles are, though. Is Don there to help you, or you need somebody to help you? Okay, that'll work, and we'll just try to move as many vehicles as we can, if that's all right with you. All right, thank you. All right, appreciate it. My coordination of trying to get vehicles moved around for nighttime. Well, looking back on the day that we had today, we've had a really good day. We've covered a lot of acres. I know there's a lot of farmers that's pushing a lot of hours right now to try to get the crops in, but it's very crucial to make sure that you are taking care of your body and getting some rest. But we've had a lot of silly mistakes that have been happening the last 2 days here on the farm, and that can add up and cost a lot of money. Your brain just quits working after a while when you don't get enough rest. Main thing is there hasn't been any serious accidents, nothing that can't be fixed. So that's the positive thing. We've definitely had a lot of silly little mistakes happen that's cost money. It's going to keep adding up here. You guys, you've got to remember out there, you got to take care of yourself eventually. Make sure that you're getting plenty of rest. It's the nature of the beast, though, when you're trying to beat Mother Nature and trying to get the crops in. 59.94. Thank you, thank you. Hey, I told Cody we're just gonna park him here tonight. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to do those small ones in that replay in the middle of that. I mean, how in the heck are we gonna see that? Well, I just figured one of us go do the replant at the 194, one of us go do the small fields, and we'll meet up at the mulch pile. Sound like a plan? Right now, being June 3rd, and still got 800 acres of soybeans to go here. We're really running out of time. This shit already been in the ground. They got calling for rain here next 3 days. It's just gonna kill us if we get knocked out again. We don't get this done. Every day we go without a bean emerged, that's yield loss and that's money loss. It's gonna be really hard to make the books budget out when you're planting soybeans in the middle of June. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully Mother Nature gives us a break. We're running hard at it again tonight, trying to get things wrapped up. Hopefully we're about a day away from finishing, but we got some no-till ground we really need to dry out before we can get on it. We don't want to just mud it in and say that we did it. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. We're trying to be patient. That's the key word I have for 2020 is patience. They've been tested. Our patients have been tested like no other year. Kind of shows you what kind of weather we've been dealing with here. We've got a lot on our plate, but I think we can get through it. We're gonna give it our best shot. We don't have a choice. We're farmers, that's what we do. One of the better products that we've seen come out here lately is Veltima from BASF. The thing I like about this is how long it's going to last in that plant. It can give me a longer window to make that decision. I'm really loving it.
Veltima has the longest residual of any product out there. Let's control something that we're able to control this year.
Veltima reduces stress in the plant, reduces the temperature. Happy corn makes more grain.